Okay. Before I get started, I do not speak for or represent the Disney brand or company. These are all my own thoughts and opinions, based on recent events covered in the news and social media. I want to talk about what the hell is going on at Disneyland and when did it turn into Fight Club. Their entire brand is being the happiest place on earth, but lately it feels more like a nightmare. The crowds have become unsafe, and it's reaching a boiling point. The near-capacity overcrowding, sky-high prices, and long lines leave many guests feeling short-tempered and overwhelmed trying to get the most out of their park visit. You should be able to relax and rest assured everything is, well, magical, especially for the price you pay. You and your family's safety should be the least of your concerns. If you've been to Disneyland, I'm sure you have seen their extensive security. It's quite impressive. Their presence alone makes you feel safe. Men and women dressed in Disneyland security uniforms, as well as Anaheim police officers, can often be seen on park property. The Anaheim PD has substations around Disneyland, California Adventure, Garden Walk, and the Mickey and Friends parking structure. And if that wasn't enough, Disneyland is notoriously known for its plain-clothed officers. They do a great job being undercover, blending in with the crowd. Occasionally, you can spot one when their assistance is needed for a security issue or even directing traffic on the harbor drop-off lot. They are dressed like your typical theme park tourist. So with that being said, my question is, how was a Disneyland park guest able to physically attack another guest and leave the premises without being apprehended and a week later has yet to be identified? There was a violent altercation that took place on December 30th in the queue for the Indiana Jones Adventure ride. A father from Washington was allegedly sucker-punched and then repeatedly beaten by a guest after a dispute over line cutting. The incident happened not only in front of his own children, but dozens of other families, making it a very scary and terrifying scene. According to witness accounts and family statements, the attackers' group reportedly bypassed others in line, pretending to catch up to family members. When the victim intervened or questioned them, the suspect attacked. Multiple posts have been made about the attack on Reddit. The victim's wife and daughter both spoke out about the attack and provided limited updates since the incident is under investigation. According to the victim's family members, they claim he did not fight back because he didn't want to risk getting kicked out of the park. Disneyland also allegedly gave them free Lightning Lane passes for the rest of the day. What kind of bullshit is that? So are all park guests considered sitting ducks for targeted attacks of violence? If someone lays their hands on you, isn't it your legal right to defend yourself within reason? Well, after some research, I found out if you fight back, and even if it's legal by state law, you can still be trespassed and banned for life from the parks. Disney has a zero-tolerance policy for violence, and they often eject and ban everyone involved in a physical fight, regardless of who started it. How do free Lightning Lane passes for the remainder of the day fix or justify the devastating encounter by other park guests? In my opinion, this family and the other families who witnessed this violent attack will never get those images out of their head. They will have trauma. Instead of offering them free tickets or VIP guided tour, a complimentary hotel stay, or at the very least offer some compensation, let's get you in as many lines as we can, you know, where the scene of the crime happened. So how, with all the cameras and security in the park, did the suspect and his group make it out of the park without being identified or apprehended? There is a digital camera at the turnstiles that are connected with your park ticket. If the suspect or any member of his group has an annual pass, it's basically like an identification card. I can only assume the state-of-the-art technology that is their security camera system at a place like Disneyland. I can see people's faces pretty clearly on my cheap Ring camera. I can't imagine how good the quality is for Disney. Apparently, a week later, Disneyland employees are still reviewing camera footage, and still no arrests have been made or charges pressed against the perpetrator. Anaheim police are currently asking for the public's help to identify the suspect. They are also asking the suspect to come forward and contact them. It blows my mind how Disney does not know who this person is, when you are literally on camera the second your pinky toe hits the property's pavement. It should be a top priority to immediately review all park camera footage, given the violent attack on a park guest. Disney should protect its guests and make sure this individual and anyone else involved never enters the park again, in my opinion. Whether it's increasing security or police presence near the lines, something must be done to help protect the people who spend their hard-earned money that line Disney's pockets. There was another incident that took place at California Adventure's Radiator Springs Racers attraction line a few days prior to the Indiana Jones altercation. And the cause? You guessed it. Line cutting. The fight started due to someone speaking out about a group of people trying to cut in line. No one likes waiting in line, but we all have to do it. The entitlement some people have to cut in line are the same kind of people who cut you off on the exit ramp, going 100 miles per hour after you waited in traffic for 45 minutes. It makes you angry, but you can't speak up or fight back, or you're possibly getting banned from the parks too, just for following the rules and standing in line. Unbelievable. I hope they find the suspect or people responsible for the Indiana Jones Adventure attack, and appropriate actions are taken not only by Disney, but by the police. The best tool of defense you have is your phone. Start recording if you ever encounter any kind of problems at the park. Nothing kills the magic faster than watching someone getting beat up in front of their children while waiting in line for an attraction, left to fend for themselves. I think we can all agree that we want a safe place to disconnect from the harsh realities of life, forget about our stress, and be immersed by the magic of Disney, safely, keeping our hands to ourselves. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this recent incident. Have you ever witnessed or been a victim of another park guest at a Disney theme park? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching.